It's week 3 of the NFL, and there's no love lost between these AFC South foes. It's the Colts and the
We welcome all of you to Nissan Stadium on the banks of the Cumberland River in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, we take a look at this Titan Ball Club entering play. It's an early test here after 2 losses to start the season, and a game they probably really need.
Obviously, no way do they want to get to 0-3. Not many teams make the playoffs with that kind of a start.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Colts, they were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last
As of this morning, summer officially over. It's time for autumn football, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive.
More in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yardage with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 10 carries, 101 yards.
I think he's exactly where he wants to be coming into a game, partner, because he has to still be riding the momentum from last week when he broke the century mark in rushing and had one of his best individual efforts of the season. I would expect that there's more from him on the way after that type of a game, and I know his teammates and coaches, they feel exactly the same way.
25 yards there on the catch and run.
That's going to be a good matchup for him, using him out of the backfield and telling those linebackers, hey, you're not only going to have to try and run with him, but you're going to have to try and tackle him in the open field.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. You talk about this Titan defense. And they come in a top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Here's Richardson to throw. Delivers another one to Pierce. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Another 1st down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here. Richardson looking to throw this. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
And that's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Taylor diving for the end zone, and he'll get there. Touchdown. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Now the extra point. And this is good to make it 7-0 Indy. So that one, an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. And it was capped off by a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. So here are the Titans now for their first drive. And a glance here at the man calling the plays under center, their 6'4" quarterback.
And I saw that he had an interesting quote in the research packet that we had after last week's game. It's all on me now. I've got to lead my team and find a way for us to win a game. 0-2, but they're at home. I guess he's going to try and find a way to get the home crowd involved early.
He'll find his rookie wideout from Ohio State here. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A well-executed 22-yard gain. First catch of this game, a big one. Of course, he had the big performance last week when he was AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
Yeah, but that was so last week, wasn't it? I mean, look at what he's doing now. I think he's trying to exceed what he did in that game and continue to ascend in this season.
Levis to throw off play action. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Titans. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Titans are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Well, they went play action there and set it up nicely for him. I mean, he can flat fly, and they hit him downfield. And it doesn't take much to create that extra bit of space that a guy of his speed needs. If you go play action, all you want is just a moment where the guy's covering, take their attention somewhere else, and then he's by him. And once he's by him, there's no catching him. As they always like to say, if a receiver's even to a defensive back, that means he's leaving. Unless that DB is Charles Davis, right? In that case, he left me a long time ago. Come on now. Trust me. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Colts taking the field again. Running back Jonathan Taylor at center stage. And you see his numbers from a week ago. He was up over 100 yards then, and he's already hit pay dirt here once in this one. We always talk about quarterbacks and receivers. I think running backs operate the same way. They can hit a good rhythm and a good stride, and he's carrying it over from last week. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. His throw incomplete. Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play. I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way. Quick slant caught by Pierce. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game. And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So that as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right? You're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Colts in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now Richardson, he's going to keep it running right. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. And Richardson completes a quick one out wide. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. 3rd and 7 now. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Now it's Richardson. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 24-yard line. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
That's complete to Pierce. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Alec Pierce, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Colts have taken the lead.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough. Otherwise, they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route running ability.
Extra point attempt to come here. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it was capped off by a touchdown catch from Alec Pierce. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. And he's up across the 25. Receiver headed out for their second possession. And it may be time for this defense to start throwing a second defender his way, because whatever they've done, it has not worked in this first half. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood. Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you, because it seems to be working pretty well.
And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down. Now on 4th down, here's Ryan Stonehouse to punt for Tennessee. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Indianapolis offense ready to go again. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, and right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
To the right side and intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
Tennessee offense set to go again. Following the interception, they're set up nicely here, already inside the red zone, knocking on the door, if you will. 1st and 10. Levis. Cockrell holds it in left side. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal. Levis back to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense, because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep him at the end zone as the first half winds down.
And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning. Third and goal. Here's Levis. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Calvin Ridley, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Titans are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter. Out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So that drive, 4 plays. And it's Calvin Ridley who finishes it off with a touchdown reception. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. They start from scratch here, so to speak. 14 all following the interception last time that led to a score. Now they've got it 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately, because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Richardson. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Now Richardson. He's got his man. It's Pierce. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. A 41-yard punt there with no return, and it'll be Titan football. The Titans going to go back on offense here late in this first half. And with a little under a minute to play, they may be looking to pick up some yardage here, maybe try and come up with a field goal to seize the lead before intermission. Now Levis. They'll drop this underneath to Pollard. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Oh, that'll be incomplete. He took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. They'll motion the tight end across the formation. This time they stay on the ground. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. And welcome in everybody to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Time for a look around the NFL here in Week 3 of the new year. We'll begin up north at MetLife Stadium over in New Jersey, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. 10-7, your final. We thought this one would be a close battle coming in, and we have not been disappointed. They're all even to this point. This has the feeling of a game that could go right down to the wire. One mistake or one big play could turn out to be the difference.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Second half begins with a run by Pollard. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. From the 34-yard line, here's a second down and 4. Here's Pollard again. And he is going to lose yardage here. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. Levis sets up to throw here. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Just a yard return there after a punt of 49. And they will take over 1st and 10. Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the second half. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Richardson looking to throw. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Well, that turned out better than most of the passes he could have thrown on that snap. The coverage downfield was excellent, but the containment close to home left him a backdoor escape, and they paid dearly for not locking up.
They go play action with Richardson. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
And they run the option on 2nd down. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. He'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a 3rd down. Yeah, Richardson back to throw it. He finds his man, complete. It's Pierce. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Brian Anger now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. The Titans getting set and ready to go here for their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Working from the gun, here's Levis. Throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. 2 yards on the pickup there, and it's 2nd down.
Like 54.
Levis looking to throw. And he'll go right back to Allen. That's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A big pickup of 38.
When you get into the second half of a tie ball game, you start realizing that every play takes on a bigger significance, and this is pretty significant right here. This is where you start putting the pressure on that secondary, and that's a job well done there.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Again, it's Levis looking to throw it.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd down and 2.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter.
You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Back now in Nashville. All even as we get ready to start the 4th.
2nd and a couple.
And they'll send the tight end in motion.
Back to throw, it's Levis.
Flushed out right. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a 1st down. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the 1st.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time, and that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Here's Levis. Throw to the right, caught by Okonkwo.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there. But that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to them.
And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Zaire Franklin. And the Colts are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line.
Tie game, 4th quarter. You're already in the red zone, well in field goal range. You can't throw a pick there.
And you know I want to give all the credit to the defenders, right? I mean, they made a play on the ball. But bottom line, you set up the situation perfectly. You've already got the field goal in the bag. You've got to make sure you take care of the football in that situation.
Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over.
And the question, can they turn that interception into points? A tie game for the moment in the 4th quarter. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Richardson to throw off play action.
And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line.
It's Jeffrey Simmons that time who got in to record the sack. On 3rd down, here's Taylor.
And he's able to get this one up to the 8-yard line this time.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports.
So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And they're looking at 4th down now in this tie ball game.
On to punt now, Anger as he boots this one away.
A good kick, 48 yards, 4 on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Titans offense had quarterback Will Levis ready to go to work once more. And we'll take you through some of the highlights here. You'll notice he had a hand in a lot of them so far. He's got this offense rolling right now. This is 1st and 10. This one caught by Ridley. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. 2nd down, Pollard again. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. On 3rd down, it's Pollard. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to take the lead here in the final minute. And his kick is indeed good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
So Richardson and the Colts now down 17-14, 45 seconds remaining. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down. Richardson to throw it. That is caught. Michael Pittman with it. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Absolutely ideal there. Get a good size play, get out of bounds.
Well, you saw the coaching there. That is taught and it is emphasized. Get out of bounds, understand your situation, as well as just understanding the game.
They're going right back to Pittman. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. They come up now on 2nd and 2. That's to the sideline and incomplete. They still need one completion for field goal range.
And just think about what they're going over in the huddle right now. Make the catch, get out of bounds. That's going to be tough to do. So make the catch, get up to the line of scrimmage, and clock it to have one last shot.
That is caught. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Well, Charles, I know you have a lot of questions. So do I about the decision there at the end. It had the potential game-tying field goal. Yes, it would have been a long field goal, but they passed it up, and they lose the game.
And you're right, partner. We all have questions, but I don't think anyone's going to ask the question more forcefully than the person who signs the checks for the entire organization. Why didn't you run the field goal kicker out there? You had a chance to tie the game. Looked like a makeable kick. Was the kicker hurt? Did you just not like the field conditions? This head coach is going to have a heck of an explanation.
So for Tennessee, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Houston Texans. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, they will fall to a similar mark at 1-2. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel to Denver to take on the Broncos. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.